This was the common theme of the pious predecessors before us, is that every single time an ayah, a verse of the Quran was mentioned, revealed, their first reaction to that was tears in their eyes. They would cry. It comes about Umar ibn Khattab anhu that he had two traces, dark traces on his face like this, and his beard was thick. And people said, why does this man have two traces on his face? And they said, because of him crying so much upon the recitation of the Quran.
What was those verses that made Umar ibn Khattab cry all the time?
Ajib. I read two things about this. One is, you know how sometimes we sit down and want to hear Quran, we want to hear someone recite the Quran. Umar ibn Khattab, being the person who the Prophet said, if there was a Nabi after me, it would be him. You know what he would say to Abu Musa al-Ash'ari? He would say, Ya Aba Musa, اقرأ القرآن وذكرنا ربنا.
Allahu Akbar.
Abu Musa, recite Quran and remind us of our Lord. And Abu Musa al-Ash'ari was a qari, you know? He would imagine that scene. He would start reciting.
You think my voice is as good as his? Just be honest.
Honest?
Don't give me that poker face.
You know whose voice is good at? Mufti Abdul Wahab. He get at that level.
Yo, Mufti Abdul Wahab's voice, when I hear it, man, I just keep on crying because it's so bad. Let's go ahead.
So Abu Musa al-Ash'ari says recite Quran, and Abu Musa al-Ash'ari starts and when he would tell him, he would always oblige. Like every time he would say it, he would recite Quran. When Abu Musa would start reciting Quran, Umar ibn Khattab would start crying and weeping. And the one verse that he used to always weep at, and every time he would recite it, he would lock himself in the room, was إِنَّمَا أَشْكُو بَثِّي وَحُزْنِي إِلَى اللَّهِ. I only complain of my distress, my grief, my anxiety, only to Allah. I don't tell anybody else about it.
So this is a verse that Yaqub alayhi salam said, right? The dua, قال إنما أشكو بثي. So you can imagine Umar ibn Khattab, the weight of his complaint. We don't know exactly what it was. He never lost a son like Yusuf alayhi salam's lost from when he was distant from his father. But Yaqub lost 3 children, and he's making this, and he's reading that painful verse of Surah Yusuf. إنما أشكو بثي وحزني إلى الله. Wallahi, that's true.